and we are taking you back to the old school. Night Owl joins us today with a return of the Welcome to the Old School Hip Hop Tribute. Night Owl, you are stirring up the scene,
Yes.
causing problems, making things known, but more especially, you are continuing to bring homage to old school hip hop.
True that.
Talk about what about old school hip hop, original foundations that called you in the first place that you want to acknowledge in this way.
Well, with this year being the 50th anniversary of hip hop,
It is.
you know, so that sparked a lot of people that started talking about it and having more conversations, just kind of more on a commercial level. But you know, I've been doing this tribute to hip hop show for a good 8 years now, so to do it now for the 50th year is really big. But it's the foundation of where I come from. We call it the golden era, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So that's kind of based around what this show is focusing on.
For sure. You're speaking my language.
There we go.
I'm in that genre.
Yes.
And I never get tired of listening to the classics, as I call them.
Nothing but the hits.
So where does it start with you? Where were you first introduced and fell in love with hip hop?
The timeline is I wish I had a graphic because I could show you could see it going up, but the first thing I actually saw on TV with breakdancing, and it was actually Lionel Richie All Night Long. They was in the street doing it, and that's what I mean by it was more commercialized. It was movies like Crush Groove and Beat Street.
Yeah.
If you're familiar, and Breaking.
Yes, sir.
So that was really focused on, but somehow, Lionel Richie being on MTV, that popularized it,
did.
So that was my first time seeing it on a commercial popular level. And then, from there, obviously we had Yo MTV Raps and, Rap City on BET. So, watching these shows, even before then, they used to have The Box, and even Soul Train, that was an early vision of catching a lot of hip hop culture on a commercial level. So just, soaking it up like a sponge, I started out as a B-boy, kind of just break dancing. Beat Street was a really big influence on that. Watching, it's just being mesmerized by how people can move their body to do certain things. In a way to music. Yeah, it's real art. So
What's interesting though, you started out as a b-boy.
Yeah.
But when you think of hip hop starting out as an audio medium, some of your first influences were through video.
Right.
So tell me how your audio interest was teased before even, or if it was even before the video opportunity to see it in action, to see yourself in the people that you saw on screen.
Right. I think to fully address that is, there's 5 elements of hip hop.
Yes.
There's the DJ.
We had,
The MC, the B-boys and B-girls, and graffiti artists,
Fashion too.
And beatboxing.
Yeah.
If you wanted to throw it in there. So I kind of was one of those people that wanted to just master all of it. I'm a low-key wannabe DJ, you know what I'm saying? I always tell people yo, I wish I could DJ, but I gravitated more towards, the MC aspect.
Yeah, sure.
So, trying to definitely master all of the elements in a sense, and what I mean by master is become fluent with it, even if you can't do it. I'm not a good graffiti artist, but I read upon it, I study, I know who made the mark and where it came from. So just knowing the foundation, you gotta know where you started to try to keep going on it.
They say some of the best teachers are students.
Yes.
If you want to really master something or learn it, you teach it. So I'm assuming that Tribute to Hip Hop is your opportunity to teach and create a classroom from what you've learned and experienced.
We've done this show 5 times. This is I think gonna be our 6th time. The first time we did it was in Carbondale, Illinois, at what was the college down there? I think
SIU.
SIU.
Yeah.
He used Edwardsville, but We did it in Carbondale.
Yeah.
We also did it in Lawrence, Kansas. Okay. And then the first time we did it was in Cicero's, rest in peace, Cicero's. And then we did another one at the Monocle. And then our most recent last one we did at BB's Blues and Soup. And then we took basically a 4-year hiatus. So, you know, coming back to do it now, it's kind of like you said, we teach, we educate people that come. Like, it's a fun hip hop show, but like, I watch back at some of the old shows and I remember asking like trivia questions in the middle of the show, like, you know, the Talib Kweli and Mos Def. I was like, yo, did y'all know they was roommates in college and that's how they met? You know, so just like putting people on, you know, just little nuggets of information about hip hop. So you come, you get to see the show, you also get to gain some knowledge about the culture of hip hop.
Yeah, what I hear you say is create an experience that tells the story of hip hop for those who are not informed or who want to be reminded. You know, that's the soundtrack of many of our lives.
And having a show like this, you know, I put on the flyer, nothing but the hits. Like, the crowd is the hype man.
Okay.
You know, they know pretty much every word to every song, you know. And it's good to have that energy in there where people, you know, very different from being an original artist, trying to fight for everybody's attention and trying to fight to get your lyrics out for everybody to hear you. You know, this right here is like, it starts off, they know pretty much every line from beginning to end. And that's a good feeling to have on stage.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you get lyrics a lot, they right there to fill in.
That's right. And what we also love, again, you need that collective energy. There's a cadence, there's a heartbeat that then feeds off of one another.
We do Biz Markie's Just a Friend, and when we do that, like, we can't even get through, like, as soon as it starts, dun, 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 we can't even get through like the first 3 seconds of the key and the crowd starts singing.
That's
like,
that's right. Oh baby, you got what I need. Right?
I get chills, and it's
Doesn't
like,
it? Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
So what are your top 3?
We get a lot of good responses from doing the Roots song. You Got Me with Erykah Badu. Not Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. Well, Jill Scott wrote it, Erykah Badu sang it. But
see, now there's the education.
Right.
So many layers to it.
Yeah, but You Got Me is a really good song. And that's another one that, you know, we call them heads, hip hop heads, people that really know, you know, everything about hip hop. They gravitate to that song. They know it. That's a big one. The Biz Markie is probably the most
classic, the
most engaged song.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Who can't sing that?
And
but what we have to add in is that this is live music.
Yeah, absolutely.
This isn't just playing some albums, spinning a set as a DJ. Live band.
Yeah.
That's
live
the
band.
icing
and
on the
a DJ.
cake.
It's live band and a DJ.
Exactly.
I have them both on stage.
Fusion. I'm gonna go bananas.
It's solid.
Right?
It's solid. Drum
What's
bass
your
beat.
invitation to our viewers to come out and have this experience?
I tell everybody we only do this once a year, you know, in St. Louis. So, you know, that's enough. Like, you know, now or never.
Yeah, you don't want to miss.
And, you know, I haven't been to Blueberry Hill in over 10 years. And that was where I gained a lot of my stripes, and it's just my background, stomping grounds, one of my most favorite venues in the world to perform at. So to be able to be back there is an honor and a big deal. But to be able to do this show,
in particular,
you know, specifically this show. You know.
Happy half 100 hip hop.
Yeah, and the little secret behind the nugget is I was supposed to do it probably about 4 years ago, but there was a crazy, like, just thunderstorm and thunderstorm warning, sirens going off. It's the first show I ever had to cancel.
See.
And so this is kind of like a makeup from that show.
A major comeback.
Yeah.
Let's give folks a quick peek.
Yeah.
Sneak peek at the video
Let's check it out.
Tribute to hip hop.
1 2 1 2. Yo, what up, world? Peace to the flock and greetings to the NPR family. My name is Night Owl. This is my crew, Level Ground. We from St. Louis, Missouri, and this is my new single, Rock the Party. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Old school. Check it out. Clap your hands, everybody. And everybody just clap your hands. I said clap your hands, everybody. party, we gon' do that right. He rock the party, we gon' do it tonight. From the middle of the night to the break of dawn, we go on and on and on and on. Who rock the party, we gon' do that right. He rock the party, we gon' do it tonight. From the middle of the night to the
Night Owl showing out.
Hey.
We've got to applaud you, brother, for what you're doing here and what you'll be able to bring for us. Legendary artists, Jay-Z, Special Ed, Biggie Smalls, The Roots, Slick Rick, Outkast. You're representing the Dirty South as well. Gotta have some LL Cool J, Rob Bass, DJ Easy Rock.
man.
I know that one goes bananas.
Oh, I'm getting chills. just
Beastie
hearing it.
Boys.
Yes.
MC Light.
I
I know
go.
Queen La's in here somewhere. It sounds like an amazing.
wanna go.
I want to go. And make sure you don't miss
I gotta go.
Saturday, June 3rd, live at Blueberry Hill in the Duck Room, 6504 Delmar Boulevard, 63110. Doors open at 7. Show kicks off at 9. And a special guest with DJ Stan the Man.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Live band, nothing but the hits and DJs.
Yep.
You gonna be able to break out some moves still?
I do, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It goes down.
It goes down.
down. Somebody hit me the other day. They was like, are there gonna be places to sit? I'm like, this ain't really no
Nah,
sitting
it's
show.
not a
Like,
sitting thing.
I understand that you want to sit, but this ain't no sitting show. So,
All the ugly people be quiet, and all the stale people stay seated.
the roof gonna stay on fire.
The roof will stay on fire. We don't need no water for the tribute to hip hop.
Yes.
Make sure you don't miss and stay close to STL TV to find out more about all that's great happening in our region. Talk to you soon.